Welcome to my YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today I want to go show you how to make some quick and easy baby back barbecue ribs. So what we'll do first is we're going to put some mustard onto these ribs. Just a light coating of mustard. And rub that into the ribs. Prepare those ribs, make them nice and tasty. Next, what we want to do is we want to go take some barbecue rub and season the baby backs with that. Sprinkle it all over. And you see this goes on top of the mustard. Season them up really good. You can use any pre-made barbecue rub that you can buy in the store, or you can make your own. Putting the seasoning in there. And you want to make sure to rub those into the ribs. And here we have some wood chips that we're going to prepare. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to take a few of those and put them in water so we can make our flavor pack later on to put onto the coals, so we can generate some smoke for the ribs to give them a nice smoky flavor. Like so. Just soak them up a little bit and they go into a flavor pack later on. Now here we go, and prepare our charcoal. We're going to put some paper under this chimney right here with the charcoal and light that up and get the charcoal ready. That should be ready in about 10 minutes or so. Now, about 10 minutes later now, our coal is ready and hot in the chimney. And we're going to go transfer our charcoal into the grill. And as you can notice, they'll be arranged on one side of the grill. So, you also notice I have my little setup here, and this is going to be the drip pan, and we're going to put some water in there and basically get the ribs done on this side of the grill. So we're going to put some water into the drip pan here, and that will help us keep the ribs nice and moist during the cooking process. Here's my flavor wood chip pack that I made earlier. It's just basically holding them in some aluminum foil. I've got some holes in the bottom, and we're going to place them right here beside the coal so that they can start smoking and giving us some good flavor to the ribs. And now those ribs are ready to go onto the grill. Want to make sure we put them bones down onto the grill, away from the coal. Like so. And we're going to place our temperature gauge here onto this grill because we want to cook the ribs at between 225 and 275 degrees Fahrenheit, that is. So I will place my temperature gauge right here. I'm ready to cover them up. And make sure that you have your air vents adjusted. If you open them up, the heat will be a little bit higher. If you close them down, the heat will go lower to regulate the temperature in the grill. Okay, we're about 1 hour into our cooking process right now. And at this point, we want to go ahead and put some mopping sauce onto our ribs. As you can see, we have a nice temperature going of about 240 degrees. You don't want to have them on too hot of a temperature. So like I said before, between 225 and 275 degrees Fahrenheit is what we want to keep those. And don't forget to baste them with a mopping sauce to keep them nice and juicy. We're about 2 hours into the cooking process right now. As you can see, the ribs are coming along nicely, browning up very good. The temperature is about 250 degrees right here. And what we'll do at this point in time is what we call stacking. We're going to be stacking the ribs on top of each other, like so. And that will cause the ribs to be self-basting. It'll come along just fine. Makes the ribs nice and juicy. Got nice smoke going, and they'll take about another 3 hours or so before they're nice and juicy and tender. Okay, here we are about 3.5 hours into the cooking process, so let's go check on our ribs. Look very nice and good, very nice and brown. So what we want to do is we want to go rotate the ribs to make sure that the upper portion also gets basted. So we're just going to flip them around like so and let them go for about another 1.5 hours or so. Smelling really good already. We're about 4 hours and 45 minutes into the cooking process right now, and I want to go ahead and shake my ribs for tenderness. I'm going to go take a little toothpick, punch them right here through the bone, between the bones into the meat. Goes all the way through, like a hot knife through butter. And we're going to rearrange those ribs back to the original position and put some barbecue sauce on them for about the last 10-15 minutes of cooking. Just batter them up like that. Nice coating. And let them cook for about another, like I said, 10 or 15 minutes. Well, as you can see, 5 hours into the cooking process, this is the final product. The ribs are all nicely done and brown, juicy and tender, and they're ready to be plated up.